today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Open right side, complete to Reagor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Henderson running straight ahead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustants here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here we go. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkland. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you know, there he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 79 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkland. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
I don't know how that was an interception.
Possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the
Oh,
league
look.
as a quarterback.
He's behind me.
When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. In their locker room, you got a sign that says defense
goofy-ass
championships.
fumbles.
And Charles
Cracked me up.
this week said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in, and for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Off play action. Kirkland. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Vikings 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Let's go. Ultra.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Vikings 7.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Operating from the gun. Kirkland. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. About the 37-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Gay's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down. Kirkland flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake. Kirkland. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 32 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after it, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now we swing out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. That is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Kirkland. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going on.
He's got a man, complete.
None of my guys going to go for the ball.
Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I just motherfucking pressed the triangle. They didn't even go after them. They just stood there.
Up at halftime. One personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than
what are you doing?
But you're stuck with me.
Oh.
Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw on second down, Kirkland. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
Come on, man. These motherfuckers wide open.
Trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down. Now before they get across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3. Rams 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, my God. How does he come inside like that?
And the Rams are going to
That is goofy. He was playing way outside shade.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Second down and inches. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it with that type of a lead. Maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Eagles will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And his kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Oh, man, they don't never keep my fucking depth chart. I don't know why. There we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw on second down. Kirkland,
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they'll often get a shot at the quarterback. So
Don't you just love Madden?
But this time they came too late. Easy call for the official.
Time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass.
Oh, come on, block him. Why are you going to the inside guy?
Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down on the line of scrimmage.
I'll take that. I don't know where that was. I don't know why he didn't block that one.
A gain of 39 that time.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Back to throw again.
Why did he stay there? You see my dude, he looked up. My fucking running back jumped up.
You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Kirkland. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really trying.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top for Cup. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this.
Wow, with 4 guys around him, huh?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henderson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 7.
What's up, baby girl?
Not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Wow. Up by that much going for it, huh? I see.
5-yard touchdown. And the Rams' decision to go for it.
I said up by that much going for a touchdown, huh? I see. Every time I do that, they get mad at me.
Up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
It's all good.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, as these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers all turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Oh, too much mad on that
Darrell
play.
Henderson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Kirkland. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Operating from the gun, Kirkland.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this belongs to the Vikings.
He was down, but none of my dudes could tackle. They break every first tackle.
Every potential turnover. They're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
And the Rams first down.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.